Welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja. And you know, you can never have enough recipes for a simple dessert. Here's a great one for biscuit cake.
And here's what you're going to need.
5 to 7 packets of glucose biscuits,
2 teaspoons unsalted butter, 2 tablespoons chocolate powder, 1 teaspoon unsweetened cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoons instant coffee powder, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 2 tablespoons sugar, 2 cups plus 1 cup whole milk, 1/4 cup chopped walnuts for garnishing. Okay, we got a heavy bottom pan over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to use this milk just a little bit and just dilute the cornstarch. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the milk in here, the balance of it. That's the 2 cups. And I'm going to put it on low now. This is chocolate powder.
This is very different than cocoa powder, which we're also using.
Yep, and here's the cocoa powder. And the sugar. And the butter. Now this is going to stay on low, and we're going to just wait for everything to melt and start to come to a boil.
You want to constantly keep stirring this mixture because you don't want it to stick at the bottom.
Okay, the milk has come to a boil. We're going to go ahead and add in our instant coffee. Now this is actually optional. We just don't want it too sweet because of the chocolate, and the coffee gives a unique flavor.
It smells great too.
That's true. And we just let the coffee just, mix in nicely.
And if you're making this for kids and you don't want to have coffee in it, it's perfectly okay to leave it out too.
Right. And also our cornstarch is nicely mixed up, and we're going to go ahead and put it in now. And then I'm going to put it on, it is on low, so I'm going to just make sure it's that way. And from here on you have to constantly mix it, and we're going to turn it off. Now if there are some lumps, you can always take a hand blender or a whisk and just mix it nicely, just so that there's no lumps in it. Okay, this is all done. It's nicely mixed in, and we're going to just leave it aside and let it cool down before we put it in with our biscuits. Okay, our sauce is actually cooled down to room temperature, and we've just given it another good mix just to make sure there's no major lumps. A little bit here and there is okay. And we've opened up our biscuit packets, and I've got that 1 cup of milk I was mentioning earlier. This is what it's for. So, and on my platter, just make sure it's flat, at this point. And we're going to just take the biscuits, just dip it slightly, and I'm going to just dip it and then layer it. So what this does is it actually helps the biscuits get soft, so when we actually cut it, it's not going to be crunch crunch like biscuits are. This will be actually like a cake. So I'm going to keep it at a diagonal, and I'm going to just do this much. And now I'm going to do is we're going to put a layer of our chocolate syrup on it. And then just...
Is that good?
No, just a little bit more, please. Alright, okay. Perfect. And then we're just going to take a knife and just spread it. Now try not to go over the edge, because you want it to have the cake effect. perfect. And then, thank you. And then you go back to the cake. And a lot of these biscuits actually are broken, so you have to be very careful. Just buy a few extra packets because there's, you know, a lot of ours are broken, and you have to just get rid of them, unfortunately.
Now you don't want to hold the biscuit in the milk for too long, right? Otherwise it's going to become really soggy.
Correct.
So just a quick dip.
Another layer of syrup.
Now how many layers are we going to get it high?
Actually, not too high. You don't want it super high, but so we'll probably do about 5 to 6 layers. We'll see how much how high it becomes. So here's another layer. Our last layer. So we've got 6 layers actually over there. This is our 6th one. At this point you have to be very gentle because it's going to start kind of opening up, so you really want to be very, very careful while putting the syrup on top.
I think this is probably the limit
Yeah.
on how high it can
Yeah, it
get.
cannot be a very tall
Yeah.
cake. Actually, just as well because you can't eat a whole lot of it.
Right.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to just smear it on and then cover the sides as well. So pretty much just finish off the whole syrup. Just on the sides. What we're going to do is we're going to just drizzle it with some crushed walnuts.
Sprinkle them on lightly.
Yep. Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to put it in the refrigerator to chill for a couple of hours. So our biscuit cake is ready. It's out of the refrigerator. It's chilled for about 2 hours or so.
It looks wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Right, so enjoy, and when you do, bless us.
So join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.